हेलो एवरीवन, वेलकम टू द लाइव सेशन। तो आज हम देखेंगे एनसीईआरटी हिस्ट्री का टेस्ट सीरीज, जिसमें आज हम देखेंगे सेट 6। तो शुरू करते हैं आज का टेस्ट सीरीज। और अगर आपको आंसर आता है तो आप मुझे कमेंट सेक्शन में बता सकते हैं। First question है, with reference to the history of ancient India, consider the following statements. The Harappan script is not alphabetical but mainly pictographic. The Harappa also knew the art of measurement. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? तो इसका आंसर है C, both 1 and 2. Second question है, with reference to the Vedangas, the Kalpa Sutra is well known for. It deals with the correct pronunciation and recitation of Vedic hymns. It deals with the rituals and is very important for the reconstruction of history. It is an important source of Panini's Ashtadhyayi and Patanjali's Mahabhasya. It deals with etymology, that means the study of origin and development of the words. तो इसका आंसर है B. It deals with the rituals and is very important for the reconstruction of history. Consider the following statements relating to the Bhakti movement. The Bhakti and Sufi saints gradually brought about a better understanding of the fundamental tenets of Hinduism and Islam, underlying the fact that they had a great deal of similarity. The Bhakti and Sufi saints also brought about important changes in the approach to religion, laying greater emphasis on formed observances and rituals. They also contributed to the growth of regional language and literature. Which of the statements given above is or are not correct? तो not correct पूछा है इसमें, इसका आंसर होगा B, only 2. Which was the following were steps taken by Sirsa to promote trade and commerce? Making travel safe for traders, building a new highway between Delhi and Warangal, abolishing internal duties and laying tax only at the points of import and sales, building sarais inns along roadways. तो इसका आंसर होगा C, 1, 3 and 4. Which of the following reasons are not correct for British success over French in India? Stronger navy of the British. English company did not have bureaucratic interference like French. Stronger cooperation amongst British officers compared to French. British had modern arms which French did not. Select the correct answer using the codes given below. तो इसका आंसर होगा B, 1, 2 and 3. Consider the following statements. Jahangir himself was a great painter and gave encouragement to miniature painting. Aurangzeb had whitewashed the paintings of Akbar's tomb. Choose the correct answer. तो इसका आंसर है C, both 1 and 2. Which of the following statements is not correct? Muhammad of Ghazni invaded India mainly to plunder its wealth. Muhammad of Ghor's aim in invading India was to spread Islam. Jaipala burned himself to death following his defeat by Mahmud of Ghazni. The first recorded Arab expedition in the 7th century was a naval expedition to plunder the western coast of India. तो इसका आंसर होगा B. Muhammad of Ghor's aim in invading India was to spread Islam. The Jain philosophy holds that they don't believe in creator but emphasized on the existence of the perfect souls. They believed in creator and emphasized on the existence of perfect souls. They are not believer, not disbeliever, but emphasized on the existence of perfect souls. None of the given above statements A, B, and C are correct. This consider A. They don't believe in creator, but emphasized on the existence of the perfect souls. Which of the following is incorrect with regard to Chishti order of Sufis? It was founded in India by Khwaja Moinuddin Chishti. The most famous of the Chishti saints were Nizamuddin Aulia and Nasiruddin Chirage Dilli. The Chishti saints led an austere, simple life and conversed with people in their dialect, Hindavi or Hindi. They accepted the service of state, and some of them held important posts in the ecclesiastical department. तो इसका आंसर है डी. Consider the following statements. Raja Ras conquered northern Sri Lanka known as Anudhur. Rajendra Chola annexed whole of Ceylon and imprisoned its king Mahendra V. Choose the correct answer. इसका आंसर होगा सी, both 1 and 2. Consider the following about Kanishka. He started an era in AD 78 which is now known as the Saka era. Kanishka extended his wholehearted patronage to Buddhism. He held the third Buddhist council in Kashmir. Which of the above statements is or are correct? तो इसका आंसर है A, only one. With regard to the Indus Valley civilization, which one of the following statements is correct about Suktagender? One of the greatest centers of carnelian bead making, its citadel and lower town were joined together. It was a coastal trade center, center of sail making and bangle making. तो इसका आंसर है it was a coastal trade center. The number of Upanishads is about 200. Which among the following Upanishads is or are the oldest? Isa Upanishad, Chandogya Upanishad, Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, both B and C. तो इसका आंसर है D, both B and C. Consider the following statements about the Indian National Congress. Sarojini Naidu was the first woman to be president of the Congress. Siya Das was in prison when he functioned as the president of the Congress. The first British to become the president of the Congress was Ellen Octavian Hume. Alfred Webb was the president of the Congress in 1894. Which of these statements are correct? तो इसका आंसर है B, 2 and 4. With reference to the Kisan Sabha, consider the following statements. The All India Kisan Congress was established in Lucknow in 1936, which later changed its name to All Indian Kisan Sabha. The first session of Kisan Sabha was held along with Faizpur session of Indian National Congress. The Faizpur session of All India Kisan Congress presided over by Jawaharlal Nehru. Select the correct answer from the code given below. इसका आंसर है A, 1 only. Consider the following statements. Jawaharlal Nehru was the president of Congress when Purna Swaraj resolution was taken. At Nagpur session of Congress, independence resolution was passed for the first time at the instance of Jawaharlal Nehru. तो इसका आंसर है C, only one is correct. In 1893, there occurred a split in the Arya Samaj on the issues of meat eating versus vegetarianism, caste system and widow remarriage, Suddhi of converts, Anglicized versus Sanskrit based education. तो इसका आंसर है D, 1 only. The Bhudan movement was begun by Vinoba Bhave In Bhutan, it required an individual to donate 1 by 6 of his land. The first person to give land for the Bhutan movement was Rabinarayan Reddy, V. Ramachandra Reddy, J.P. Narayan, P.C. Joshi. तो इसका आंसर है V. रामचंद्र रेड्डी. Which of the following were the causes of failure of Swadeshi movement? Severe government repression, split in nationalist ranks, lack of effective organization of all leaders, narrow social base. तो इसका आंसर होगा D. All of the above. In 1917, the Rowlatt Committee was formed. This committee was formed with an objective to check the influence of Home Rule League, to curb the revolutionary activities, to offer the peace terms for Indian political parties, to report on the making of the Constitution of India. तो इसका आंसर होगा B. To curb the revolutionary activities. Which of the following statements are true about Aravipuram movement of 1890? The founder of the movement was Sri Narayan Guru. The movement was opposed to religious disabilities against lower caste, believed in social equality, attacked Brahmin domination, and worked for the uplift of lower caste by educating them. The movement demanded free entry of the people of lower caste to the temples. तो इसका आंसर होगा D. All of the above. Consider the following statements. The Lahore session of the Congress in 1929 adopted the resolution of Purna Swaraj or complete independence. The Karachi session of the Congress in 1931 passed the resolution on the fundamental rights. The Congress session of Lucknow in 1936 was held under the presidency of Subhash Chandra Bose. The August 1942 resolution of the Congress Party adopted the slogan "Do or Die." Which of these statements is or are correct? तो इसका आंसर है D. 1, 2 and 4. Consider the following statements with regard to spread of communalism. It helped the British in preventing unity among Indians. It earned the British some friends in the Indian society. It gave the British a justification for continuation of their rule. Which of the above statements are correct? तो इसका आंसर है D. 1, 2 and 3. Which one of the following was not the feature of the Home Rule movement in India? Boycott and picketing, two separate Home Rule leagues rather than one All India Home Rule organization, setting up of discussion groups and reading rooms, sale and circulation of pamphlets. तो इसका आंसर है boycott and picketing. Consider the following statements about the European travelers to India. Sir Thomas Roy, the representative of the East India Company, was granted the permission by Jahangir to open a factory at Surat. Captain Hawking was driven out from Agra by the Mughals at the instigation of Portuguese. Father Montserrat travelled with Akbar on his journey to Kashmir. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? तो इसका आंसर है D. 1 and 3. Which of the following is true of Buddhism in India? The Buddhist revival began in India with the foundation of the Mahabodhi Society. Ambedkar believed that Buddhism was the only way for the untouchables to gain equality. Ambedkar had organized many mass conversion ceremonies to convert Dalits into Buddhism. तो इसका आंसर है D. 1, 2 and 3. Consider the following statements. The All India Khilafat Conference was held in Delhi in 1990. The Khilafat Conference was held at Sindh in 1920, was attended by Gandhiji. The Central Khilafat Committee organized an All India Hartal in 1920 under the guidance of Gandhiji. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? तो इसका आंसर है D 1, 2 and 3. Consider the following statement. The Lucknow session of the Congress 1916 presided by Ambika Charan Majumdar. The Lucknow Congress was significant for the famous Congress League Pact known as the Lucknow Pact. The Lucknow Pact accepted separate electorates. The Lucknow Pact also accepted reservation of seats for the minorities in the legislatures. Which of the statements given above are correct? तो इसका आंसर है D 1, 2, 3, 4. Which of the following is correct about August offer? It was the first official declaration regarding Dominion status to India. It promised a post-war constitution-making body to draft constitution for the Dominion of India. It gave majority to Indians in the Viceroy's executive for the first time. तो इसका आंसर होगा C 1, 2 and 3. Consider the following statements. Dindi is a folk dance of Maharashtra. Phugdi is a folk dance of Goa. Which of the above is or are true? इसका आंसर है D. Both are true. Bhagat Singh, Rajguru and Sukhdev were hanged on March 23, 1931 for their involvement in the Lahore conspiracy case, for the assassination of Saunders at Lahore in 1928, for their involvement in the Kalkori case, for throwing bomb in the Central Legislative Assembly. तो इसका आंसर है B. For the assassination of Saunders at Lahore in 1928. Consider the following about Kanishka. He started an era in AD 78 which is now known as the Saka era. Kanishka extended his wholehearted patronage to Buddhism. He held the third Buddhist council in Kashmir. Which of the above statements is or are correct? तो इसका आंसर है A. Only one. Consider the following statements on Neolithic culture of the Belan Valley in India. The transition from a food gathering to a farming economy is clearly documented in the Belan Valley region. The regional period is noted for the standardization of pottery forms. The region is marked by the cultivation of domesticated rice. A large cattle pen with hoof marks of cattle has been spotted in the Belan Valley. Which of these are correct? तो इसका आंसर है D. All of these. Consider the following statements. Jahangir had set up his court at Allahabad, assumed royal titles, and struck coins in his name. He banned slaughter of animals on 2 days in every week, which Sunday and Thursday. Choose the correct answer. तो इसका आंसर है C. Both 1 and 2. Consider the following events. Khasis revolution took place, court of vernacular started, Sadar Dibani Adalat was set up in Allahabad and Sadar Nizamat at Delhi was set up. Annexation of Kutch took place. The given above events took place under Lord William Bentinck, Sir Charles Metcalfe, Lord Ellenborough, Lord Hastings. तो इसका आंसर है A. लॉर्ड विलियम बेंटिक. The Butler Report was published in 1929 with the main recommendation over princely states paramountcy must remain paramount. Federal legislative for India create buffer states around the princely states. None of the above given statements A, B and C are correct. तो इसका आंसर है A. Over princely states paramountcy must remain paramount. Consider the following statements. Mahabharata was translated into Persian by Fezi at Oxford Court with the name Razmnama. Anwar-e-Suhali is the name of Persian translation of Panchatantra by Abul Fazl. तो इसका आंसर है A. Both 1 and 2 are correct. तो ये मैच द फॉलोइंग है. लिस्ट 1 में है बरदौली सत्याग्रह, इंडियन किसान स्कूल, बंगाल प्रजा पार्टी, बक्स स्ट्रगल. लिस्ट 2 में है स्वामी श्रद्धानंद सरस्वती, सरदार वल्लभ भाई पटेल, फजलुल हक, NG रंगा. तो इसका आंसर देखते हैं. बरदौली सत्याग्रह होगा सरदार वल्लभ भाई पटेल, इंडियन किसान स्कूल है NG रंगा, बंगाल प्रजा पार्टी है फजलुल हक, वक्फ स्ट्रगल है स्वामी श्रद्धानंद सरस्वती. तो इसका आंसर होगा ऑप्शन बी. Which of the following is a rare feature of the Dravida style of temple architecture? Curvilinear Shikhara, recessed sculpture, Gopura. Select the correct answer using the codes given below. तो इसका आंसर होगा B, 2 and 3 only. One would attend celebration by performing the Vedic sacrifices with all the rituals which needed the service of the priest. This was the belief of a school of Indian philosophy. वैशेषिक, मीमांसा, वेदांत, न्याय. तो इसका आंसर है बी, मीमांसा. Which of the following were reasons for the congressmen all over the country offering individual satyagraha in 1942? The Congress demand for a national government had been rejected. The freedom of speech against the war effort was denied. The British ruler were not prepared to admit that India was a belligerent not of her own free will. Gandhi offered satyagraha himself to cause greater embarrassment to the government. Choose the correct answer from the codes given below. तो इसका आंसर होगा D, 1, 2 and 3. What is the correct chronological sequence to the following? The founding of the Gaddar Party, the Chauri Chaura incident, the execution of Khudiram Bose, Mopla rebellion in Malabar. Choose the correct answer from the codes given below. तो इसमें पहले आएगा द एग्जीक्यूशन ऑफ खुदीराम बोस, द फाउंडिंग ऑफ द गद्दर पार्टी, फिर मोफला रेबलियन इन मालाबार और लास्ट में आएगा द चोरी चोरा इंसिडेंट. तो इसका आंसर होगा ऑप्शन डी. Which of the following bhakti saints were contemporaries? Kabir, Guru Nanak, Dadu Dayal, Tukaram. Select the correct answer using the codes given below. तो इसका आंसर होगा A, 1 and 2 only, Kabir and Guru Nanak. In the committee which prepared the Nehru Report 1928, the Liberal Federation was represented by M.R. Jayakar, Tej Bahadur Sapru, V.S. Srinivasan Shastri, M.S. Annie. तो इसका आंसर है B, तेज बहादुर सप्रू. Which one of the following first suggested boycott of the British schools in Bengal? Aurobindo Ghosh journal Bande Mataram, Krishna Kumar Mitra's weekly Sanjeevani, मोतीलाल घोष अमृत बाजार पत्रिका, सतीश चंद्र मुखर्जी डॉन। तो इसका आंसर है बी कृष्ण कुमार मित्र वीकली संजीवनी। Which of the following pairs is not correctly matched? Sirajuddin Ahmad, Jamindar, Lal Chand, self-abnegation in police, Tej Bahadur Sapru, Tribune, अब्दुल कलाम आज़ाद, अल हिलाल। तो इसका आंसर है सी तेज बहादुर सप्रू, ट्रिब्यून। Consider the following statements. The cancellation of regulation concerning Indian press by Sir Charles Metcalfe liberated it from official control during the period 1835 to 1857. Under the Newspaper Act of 1908, the district magistrate was empowered to confiscate the printing press where a newspaper containing an incitement to violence was printed. Incitement to violence was printed. The Indian Press Act of 1910 was suspended by the Government of India during the World War I so as to seek cooperation of Indian nationalists for war efforts. Which of the statements given above are correct? This answer is A, 1 and 2 only. What was the main purpose of the Punjab Tenancy Act passed during the tenure of Lord Lawrence? To protect the occupancy rights of the peasant, to increase the revenue received of the government, to break the backbone of the landlords, to win the loyalties of landlords. तो इसका आंसर है ए, टू प्रोटेक्ट द ऑक्यूपेंसी राइट्स ऑफ द peasants. Who among the following opposed raising the minimum age of marriage for girls from 10 to 12 years as embodied in the Age of Consent Act 1891? महादेव गोविंद रानडे, स्वामी विवेकानंद, बाल गंगाधर तिलक, गोपाल कृष्ण गोखले। तो इसका आंसर होगा बाल गंगाधर तिलक. Who among the following was not a member of Andhra Mahasabha that was organized in the early 20th century to demand a separate linguistic state for the Telugu-speaking people? Konda Venkatayappa, M. Krishna Rao, T. Prakasam, Patobhi Sitaramaya. तो इसका आंसर होगा एम कृष्णा राव. 51 है एसेशन एंड रीजन. एसेशन है इंडियन इंडस्ट्रियल कमीशन was appointed in 1996. Reason, this came as a benefit out of the fact that the Tata Iron and Steel Works rendered much service to the British in the War of 1914. तो इसका आंसर है C. A is true but R is false. 52 एसेशन है आर.सी. दत्त, ऑथर द बुक पॉवर्टी एंड अन-ब्रिटिश रूल इन इंडिया. रीजन है ही वांटेड टू एक्सपोज इंडियाज ग्रोइंग पॉवर्टी. तो इसका आंसर होगा डी. बोथ एसेशन एंड रीजन आर नॉट ट्रू. तो 53 मैच द फॉलोइंग है. लिस्ट 1 में है इवेंट्स और लिस्ट 2 में है वाइसरॉयज. लिस्ट 1 में है लोकल सेल्फ गवर्नमेंट, इंडियन काउंसिल एक्ट ऑफ 1892, फाउंडेशन ऑफ द इंडियन नेशनल कांग्रेस, शिमला डेपुटेशन, लॉर्ड डफरिन, लॉर्ड मिंटो, लॉर्ड रिपन, लॉर्ड मेयो, लॉर्ड लैंसोन. तो इसका आंसर देखते हैं. लोकल सेल्फ गवर्नमेंट का होगा लॉर्ड रिपन, इंडियन काउंसिल एक्ट का होगा लॉर्ड लैंडसोन, फाउंडेशन ऑफ इंडियन नेशनल कांग्रेस होगा लॉर्ड डफरिन, सिमिलर डेपुटेशन होगा लॉर्ड मिंटो। तो इसका आंसर होगा ऑप्शन बी। Subsidiary alliance as a policy was extremely advantageous to the British because it helped them in controlling defense and foreign relations of the Indian ally, helping them fight the French onslaught, maintaining large army at the cost of Indian states. Select the correct answer using the codes given below. तो इसका आंसर होगा D 1, 2 and 3. With reference to Mathura School of Art, consider the following statements. It was influenced by the Greek arts. Red sandstone was primarily used. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? तो इसका आंसर है B 2 only. Consider the following statement. The cabinet mission recommended a basic framework for the Constitution of India. The cabinet mission laid down the procedure to be followed by the constitution making body. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? तो इसका आंसर है C both 1 and 2. Who among the following lawyers gave up the practice of law when the non-cooperation movement was launched? Asaf Ali, C. Rajagopalachari, Saifuddin Kichlu, T. Prakasam. Select the correct answer using the code given below. तो इसका आंसर है D 1, 2, 3, 4 मतलब all of the above. For organizing which satyagraha was Vallabhbhai Patel conferred the title of Sardar? खेड़ा सत्याग्रह, सल्ट सत्याग्रह, इंडिविजुअल सत्याग्रह, बरदौली सत्याग्रह। तो इसका आंसर है डी बरदौली सत्याग्रह। In February 1947, who among the following made the important announcement that it was His Majesty's government's definite intention to take necessary steps to effect the transference of power to responsible Indian hands by June 1948? Option है क्लीमेट एटली, लॉर्ड माउंटबेटन, विंस्टन चर्चिल, लॉर्ड पैथिक लॉरेंस। तो इसका आंसर है ए क्लीमेट एटली. In the Lucknow session of the Congress in 1960, who among the following made a very significant proposal that the Congress should appoint a working committee that would carry on day-to-day affairs of the Congress? Annie Besant, बाल गंगाधर तिलक, मदन मोहन मालवीय, सुरेंद्रनाथ बनर्जी. तो इसका आंसर है बाल गंगाधर तिलक. तो 61 है एसेशन एंड रीजन. Accession है in early years of the Indian National Congress, it was decided to rotate the Congress session among different parts of the country. Reason है the very early leadership of the Congress wanted to take up the issues of social reforms of different parts of the country. तो इसका आंसर है C. Accession is true but reason is false. Which one of the following pairs of book and author is not correctly matched? हुमायूंनामा गुलबदन बेगम, तख्त-ए-अकबरी निजामुद्दीन अहमद, पदशाहनामा अब्दुल हमीद लाहौरी, फुतूत-ए-आलमगीरी मिर्ज़ा मोहम्मद काजिम. तो इसका आंसर है डी फुतूत-ए-आलमगीरी मिर्ज़ा मोहम्मद काजिम. Various events of Buddha's life are represented by different objects. Which of the following pairs is or are correctly matched? Buddha's birth, lotus, first sermon, wheel, death, bodhi tree. Select the correct answer using the codes given below. तो इसका आंसर है A 1 and 2 only. Consider the following statements. Gadda revolutionists recognized Lala Hardal as their leader to organize the revolt in India. Gadar movement remained largely unorganized. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? तो इसका आंसर है B 2 only. Who among the following was not a member of the state's reorganization committee appointed by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru? Justice Fazal Ali, Potti Sriramulu, K.M. Panikar, हृदयनाथ कुंजरो. तो इसका आंसर है बी पोट्टी श्रीरामुलु. तो 66 नंबर है. Which of the following groups opposed the Simon Commission? Moderate nationalist, extremist nationalist, Muslim League. Select the correct answer using the codes given below. तो इसका आंसर है D 1, 2 and 3. Consider the following statements. In the year 1962, the Soviet Union and Indian concluded an agreement permitting India to manufacture MiG aircraft. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru faced the first no-confidence motion of his tenure as the head of the government in the year 1963. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? तो इसका आंसर है C both 1 and 2. Consider the following statement. At the time of partition of India, the Partition Council's chairman was Sir Patrick Spence, the ex-Chief Justice of India. At about the same time, an arbitral tribunal was set up under the presidency of Sir Cyril Radcliffe. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? तो इसका आंसर है D. Neither one nor two. In the context of India's relation with China, relations consider the following: China's war with India, Dalai Lama's departure from Tibet, Bandhu Conference, Panchil Agreement. Which of the following is the correct chronological sequence of the above events? तो इसका आंसर है पहले पंसिल, फिर बंदूक, फिर दलाई लामा डिपार्चर, फिर चाइना वॉर विथ इंडिया। तो इसका आंसर होगा ऑप्शन डी। Consider the following statements. India was the first country to recognize the People's Republic of China on 1st January 1950. India objected to the permanent representation of China in the Security Council of the UN. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? तो इसका आंसर है डी, neither one nor two. Consider the following statements. Chittaranjan Das was a member of the non-official Jallianwala Bagh Inquiry Committee. Subhash Chandra Bose was a member of the Motilal Nehru Committee, which was appointed by the Congress to draft a constitution for free India. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? तो इसका आंसर है सी, both 1 and 2. At which one of the following places was the Hindustan Socialist Republican Army founded in September 1928 by Bhagat Singh and a few of his associates? जोधाबाई's पैलेस फतेहपुर सिकरी, फेरोज शाह कोटला दिल्ली, अल्फ्रेड पार्क इलाहाबाद, मोती मस्जिद आगरा। तो इसका आंसर है बी, फेरोज शाह कोटला दिल्ली. In the 1907 session of the Congress at Surat, whose name was proposed by extremist group as the next president of the Congress? Aurobindo Ghosh, Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Dr. Ras Bihari Ghosh, Bipin Chandra Pal. तो इसका आंसर है बाल गंगाधर तिलक. Who among the following started the newspaper called the Voice of India? Bikaji Kama, Dadabhai Naoroji, Lala Hardayal, V.D. Savarkar. तो इसका आंसर है दादाभाई नारोजी. Which one of the following acts removed the legal recognition of slavery in India? Pitt's India Act 1784, the Charter Act 1833, the Act 11 of 1835, the Act 5 of 1843. तो इसका आंसर है the Act 5 of 1843. In Shivaji's Astapradhan, who among the following officers looked after the foreign affairs? पेशवा, सुमंत, पंडित राव, सचिव. तो इसका आंसर होगा बी, सुमंत. Consider the following statements. Wellesley converted East India Company into British Empire by encouraging subsidiary alliance system. Wellesley continued permanent settlement in Bengal. Fort William College was opened for private training to both aspirants and serving civil servants about India. Which of the above statements is or are correct? तो इसका आंसर है A, only 2. Towards the end of Akbar's reign, who dominated his nobility, holding ranks of 500 Jat and above? Rajputs and other Hindus, Sheikh-Jadas, Turanis, Iranis. तो इसका आंसर है सी, Turanis. In the context of Indian freedom struggle, the organization and army called Vidyut Vahini was associated with which one of the following? Prati Sarkar, Tamralipta जातीय सरकार, हिंदुस्तान सोशलिस्ट रिपब्लिकन एसोसिएशन, स्वदेश बांधव समिति. तो इसका आंसर है बी, ताम्रलिप्त जातीय सरकार. After the 1945 Provincial Legislative Assembly election, who of the following found a ministry in the Punjab? फजलुल हक, सिकंदर हयात खान, खिजर हयात खान, लियाकत अली खान। तो इसका आंसर है खिजर हयात खान। In the first trial of the officers of the Indian National Army at Red Fort in Delhi, three were charged with treason, murder, and abetment of murder. Who of the following was not one of them, but was tried later in another trial? Abdul Rashid, G.S. Dhillon, P.K. Sahgal, Shahnawaz Khan। तो इसका आंसर है अब्दुल राशिद। Consider the following statements. The Nawab of Oudh surrendered Allahabad and Kora to the English Company by the Treaty of Allahabad. The English Company sold Allahabad and Kora to the Nawab of Oudh for rupees 2 crore by the Treaty of Benares. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? तो इसका आंसर है A, one only. Consider the following statements regarding Ilbert Bill. It was strongly opposed by the Indians. It violated the principle of natural justice. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? तो इसका आंसर है D, neither one nor two. Consider the following statements. Bajirao I obtained a farman of Swaraj from the Sayyid brothers in the name of the Emperor of Delhi. Balaji Vishwanath conducted the campaign against the Portuguese to capture Basin. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? तो इसका आंसर है D, neither one nor two. Which one of the following poets wrote poems hailing the Russian Revolution in 1917? Subramanyam Bharati, Mohammad Iqbal, Sarojini Naidu, Rabindranath Tagore। तो इसका आंसर है A, Subramanyam Bharati। Which one of the following was not included in the terms of the Gandhi-Irwin Pact? Immediate release of all political prisoners not convicted, violence, payment of suitable compensation to the released prisoners, return of confiscated land not yet sold to third parties, remission of all fines yet not collected। इसका आंसर है B, payment of suitable compensation to the released prisoners। The famous Madhubani paintings have their own unique features. Which among the following are features of Madhubani paintings? Use of natural dyes and pigments, three-dimensional effect, depiction of themes like birth, marriage, and festivals. Select the correct answer using the codes given below. तो इसका आंसर है B, 1 and 3 only. Which one of the following statements is not correct? Gandhiji suggested to the Khilafat Committee that it should adopt a program of non-violent non-cooperation to protest against the government's unfavorable attitude. In the Nagpur session of the Congress in 1920, Motilal Nehru moved the resolution of non-cooperation. The program of non-cooperation included the surrender of honors and titles. After the Vijayawada session of the Congress in 1921, charkhas were popularized on a wide scale and khadi became the uniform of the national movement. इसका आंसर है B, इसमें नॉट करेक्ट पूछा है। In the Nagpur session of the Congress in 1920, Motilal Nehru moved the resolution of non-cooperation. 89 assertion and reason है। assertion है The cabinet mission rejected the Muslim League's demand for a separate state of Pakistan. Reason The cabinet mission felt that a separate state of Pakistan would contain a large proportion of non-Muslim population and a sizable population of Muslim would be left in India. इसका आंसर है A. Both assertion and reason are individually true and reason is the correct explanation of assertion. Consider the following statements. In Bombay, S.A. Denge published a pamphlet, Gandhi and Lenin, and started the first socialist weekly, The Socialist. In Bengal, Muzaffar Ahmad brought out Navyug and later founded the Langal with the cooperation of the poet Nazrul Islam. In Madras, M. Singarvelu founded the Labour Kisan Gazette. Which of the statements given above are correct? तो इसका आंसर है D 1, 2 and 3. Which session of the Indian National Congress approved the Gandhi-Irwin Pact? कराची सेशन, लाहौर सेशन, कलकत्ता सेशन, त्रिपुरा सेशन. तो इसका आंसर है कराची सेशन. Consider the following: Asaf Ali, Bhulabhai Desai, Jawaharlal Nehru, Tej Bahadur Sapru. Who among the above took up the defense of the INA prisoners in the court at the Red Fort trials? तो इसका आंसर है D 1, 2, 3 and 4. What was the reason for Gandhiji to organize a satyagraha on behalf of the peasants of Kheda? Non-suspension of land revenue collection, enhancement of land revenue in spite of failure of crops, confiscation of land of those who did not pay the land tax by the British administration, the proposal of the administration to introduce permanent settlement in Gujarat. तो इसका आंसर है A. Non-suspension of land revenue collection. Which among the following statements is true about Lord Curzon? He had full sympathy for the Congress. He introduced the subsidiary alliance. He succeeded Lord Canning as the Viceroy of India. He separated the divisions of Dhaka, Chittagong and Rajshahi from the province of Bengal and annexed them to Assam. तो इसका आंसर है D. He separated the divisions of Dhaka, Chittagong and Rajshahi from the province of Bengal and annexed them to Assam. Who among the following were well known as champions of women education in colonial India? Sister Subhalakshmi, Begum Rokeya Sakhawat Hossain, Keshav Chandra Sen, Ananda Kumar Swami. तो इसका आंसर है B 1, 2 and 3. Consider the following statements about Nehru Report. It rejected the provisions of separate electorate. It demanded Purna Swaraj or complete independence. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? तो इसका आंसर है A 1 only. The Rowlatt Act of 1919 authorized the British government to imprison any person without trial for a maximum period of 1 year, 2 years, 14 years, lifetimes. तो इसका आंसर है 2 years. The effects of commercialization of agriculture during the British rule had which of the following effects? Absentee landlords decreased, moneylenders lost prominence, zamindars gained influence. Select the correct answer using the codes given below. तो इसका आंसर है D none. The national leadership got divided into no changes and pro changes after the withdrawal of the non-cooperation movement. Who among the following was a no changer? Siya Das, Sardar Patel, Motilal Nehru, both A and C. तो इसका आंसर है B Sardar Patel. Last question है which of the following are characteristic of Madhubani school of painting? Paintings are done on freshly plastered and walls mainly by women. Use of geometrical pattern. No space is left empty. Gaps are filled by paintings of flowers, birds and animals. Geographical indication status has been granted already. Choose the correct answer by using the codes. तो इसका आंसर है C 2, 3 and 4. तो इसी के साथ हमारा आज का टेस्ट सीरीज़ ख़त्म होता है. अगर आपको डेली ज्वाइन करना है तो चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दीजिए और नोटिफिकेशन आइकन पर क्लिक कर दीजिए. वीडियो अच्छा लगे तो लाइक कर दीजिए. तो हमारा आज का सेशन यहीं तक था. थैंक यू. थैंक्स फॉर ज्वाइनिंग.